What's up, guys? I just watched a new movie on Tubi called Lowlife. And wow, this might be probably the best horror screenplay of the year. It's that good. Let's review. Lowlife stars Amanda Fix, Matthew McCoy, Brenna Llewellyn, and is directed by Tesh Dudakonda and Mitch Oliver.
I'm gonna make this slow. Help me! Run!
What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new 2024 horror review. This is a movie on Tubi. I have to give a shout out to Jason from Sinister Cinema Reviews. He messaged me. He said, dude, you got to check this movie out. And I was like, it's Tubi. Okay. You know, Tubi, their original content, it can be hit and miss. But if Jason tells me I need to check something out, I'm going to check it out. And I checked out Lowlifes, and wow, I got to give you a couple things before I even start reviewing this movie, okay? Spoiler-wise, if you thought Immaculate was a hard movie to review and not give spoilers, this is probably even harder. It definitely is even harder. And my thing with spoilers and you guys is I know some of you don't mind them that much, but some of you, you like to go in not knowing much at all, you know, especially any kind of big twists or any kind of big turning points. And I think that's what the problem was with Immaculate. There is a turning point in the plot in that movie that's not in the final act, or I think it's in the middle somewhere. And don't worry, I'm not going to spoil Immaculate, but it's earlier than you would expect. I'll say that right now, okay? This movie has the same type deal. Quite early in the movie, there's something that happens that turns the plot on its head, and it goes in a completely different direction, okay? Being very careful with my words. But the reason I'm saying this, guys, is you have to check out this movie. It is such a crazy plot. No spoilers here. I'll just say it involves two families coming together, okay? How they get together, that's what I'm not gonna say. And the reason I'm saying this is because I'm gonna have to talk a little bit of spoiler type stuff, even though I won't talk about the big ending of the movie, all right? I'll definitely say that, but there's something at the beginning of this movie that I definitely need to mention to you guys. And so if you don't want to know that information, and I'm begging you right now to not stay for this review, because when it happened, I was like, whoa, okay, here we go. I want you guys to enjoy that. So I'm actually asking you guys to not watch this review any further. I'm just going to say this movie is great. It was such a surprise. 2024 is a fantastic year. It might already be locked as the best year of horror since 2018, maybe. We've had so many good movies, but also just so much variety in horror this year. This is psychotic horror with cannibalism and family violence and just bloody type shit going on and psychotic people. That's all I'm going to say right now for you that just don't want to know anything else, okay? I really want you guys to experience the surprises that happen in this movie quite early on, all right? So from that point on, I'm going to go ahead and start my review, and I'm going to reveal that opening spot just so I can kind of, I guess, open the can of review worms and be able to get to what I really want to talk about as far as praising this movie, right? Because if I didn't tell you what happened at the beginning of the movie, it would be hard for me to tell you what's great about the movie. I mean, I guess it wouldn't, but I'd like to be able to get that information out, okay? I've wasted too much of your time. If you don't mind, though, maybe just leave the review playing with the sound off in the background so that way the algorithm can be friendly with it. You know, that's all I ask. But anyway, yeah, you are dismissed from this point on. Go watch this movie. Come back to the review. I'm telling you, this fucking movie, man. Holy shit. All right, so with that out of the way, quick plot synopsis. The beginning of the movie, it starts with this cookout, this family. They're in an RV, and they're on vacation. And then these two hicks show up. They're kind of the white trash type family, you know. And think of this as like the Griswolds and Cousin Eddie's family coming together, all right? But let's just say like Cousin Eddie's family comes up. One of the Hicks' names is Vern. The Clean Cut family is Keith and Kathleen and their kids, Amy and Jeffrey. But right away, the Clean Cut family, they feel uncomfortable. This guy Vern, he's asking for a ride with his partner there, and he's got like a shotgun and everything. It just doesn't look like good business, right? And so the Clean Cut family, they're trying to push them off. And so the two Hicks, they talk them into taking one of them to their house because they have a broke down vehicle. And so here's where the big twist comes in. Twist in the opening of the movie, okay? Here's where the big twist comes in. The Clean Cut family, they are a bunch of serial killers. They're a serial killer family, and they're also cannibals, okay? And so they kill their victims and eat them. But they usually kill like homeless people. But they underestimate this family, this Hick family, and they think that they are going to be easy fodder. They look down upon them, right? But on that ride to the house, Jeffrey, he kills the Hick guy, right? And his thing is he gives them chocolate to give them stomach problems, diarrhea, so it weakens them, makes it easier for them to kill them. And I know I gave you a lot there, and that's why I had to give that major warning. But those of you that stayed, that don't really mind light spoilers, that's really just the setup of this movie. It's a serial killer family going to this house, Last House on the Left style, right? And the Hick family, they obviously don't think that they're dangerous, you know? They come on in, right? We'll take care of you. You can stay the night and all that stuff. And once they get in there, the tension is there because the Hick family, they don't know, but we know, right? And that's the fun of it. We know that they're going to die at any moment, or they could die at any moment. And I'm not going to tell you who dies in this movie, okay? That part I will keep spoiler free. Now, I have to say, this is probably the most irresistible plot of the year. I love how it just plays with your expectations. But even when you know that they're a serial killer family, they even have their own little hang-ups within the family. You know, like the daughter, I think she's the one that isn't quite happy with what's going on, even though she's happy to do it. And then in the Hick family, you got Savannah, who is that character that wants to get out of that lifestyle and maybe do better for herself, go to college, all that stuff, you know. And her grandfather, he is rooting for her. He's like, yeah, you go for it, girl. And she's smart, you know. So you're rooting for Savannah throughout this thing, and you want her to survive. And so there is another turning point in this movie, which I won't give away, where I'll just say all hell breaks loose. There's like a torture scene going on. And it does have some really dark comedy along the way too. There are some really funny lines, one-liners that are used, and it's kind of a play on the characters and, you know, I guess their hobbies. Like Savannah's a piano player, and so they actually have a funny line that relates to that later in the movie. You know, face the music. I'll give you that, but I won't tell you who's doing what. Now, the dad of the serial killer family, Matthew McCoy. This guy reminded me of Michael Fassbender so much, especially in, like, say, his Steve Jobs role. Certain facial expressions he would make, very similar to Steve Jobs, but he's also a fantastic actor. And I think he carries a lot of the psychotic horror comedy weight in the movie. He's got some really funny scenes, actually, but the violence is still extremely gruesome and graphic in a lot of scenes, and it opens with a very graphic scene, which was nice. You know, setting the tone. Okay, this is going to be one of those type movies. They're not going to skirt away from the violence as they often do these days. But also, Amanda Fix plays Amy. She is a very important character. Again, she was the daughter that's kind of on the fence about what's going on, even though she's in the killer family. But you're definitely going to be paying attention to her throughout because she's just a key player. And guys, I'd say don't check out the trailer. I checked out the trailer, but I didn't pick up what was going on. I think I was just trying to pay attention to the vibe of the movie. The trailer is a little deceiving production-wise because, you know, after Jason told me to check out this movie, I checked out the trailer and I was like, that looks kind of low budget. Trust me, sometimes the context isn't there budget-wise with a trailer because after I watched the movie, the budget is there, but also you have really fine performances throughout. You have a great script. You have awesome direction. And with two families, there is a lot going on, and you can never guess what's going to happen. It's not a case where one person is killing off a whole bunch of people. No, it's one family against another family. And so you don't know who's going to survive and who's going to kill who. So guys, God, man, I'm giving this movie a freaking Trapped on an Island. It was that surprising. It was that good. A Tubi movie gets a Trapped on an Island, but damn, they earned it. I just got to give it to them for the ambition that this movie had, and the twists are really great all the way to the end. It always keeps you guessing, and I think they tied everything up beautifully in the end, you know? So, guys, I'm begging you. This is the one movie I'm begging you to go see. You don't even have to go see it. Just go sit on your couch, watch it. It's on Tubi right now, okay? Not too many reviewers are talking about this movie that I've noticed. You need to check out this movie, okay? And I'm hoping it catches on. So, when you do watch the movie, Lowlifes, let me know what you think in the comments. Also, be sure to come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day. And on Fridays, we do Free for Fridays. Follow me at Drumdums on my socials. Support me on Patreon, buy me a coffee. You know, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Drumdum out.